Hello customers, and welcome to today's video. My name's Jesse, I'm a Perth marriage celebrant and MC. Today I'm down here at Carr Place along Leach Highway in Mellville, running you through some car walkthrough videos. Behind me, a 2018 Toyota KLUGER. Let's get stuck into it, shall we? We're going to start our tour from the front whilst I list off your key features packed inside. We have 11 airbags, power windows, daytime running lights, 6-speaker stereo sound system, Bluetooth connectivity. Guys, fingers crossed I'm going to be able to cover the remaining features on this car. There's a lot to go through, so wish me luck. We hope you enjoy. First up, we're going to talk about presentation. And I've got to give credit to the detailing and the cleaning team, a part of this team. They are phenomenal at what they do. If you think the car looks good now, just wait until you buy it. They're going to have it looking like a 2021 car. It's going to be so shiny. Next up, we're going to talk about some features. First up, we're going to start from the top, work our way to the bottom. Notice this camera in the center of your windscreen. We call that collision mitigation. You've probably seen this on the TV. That camera is always looking forward for the chance that you might bump into something, whether that be a person, a car, an obstacle of some sort, like a pot plant, I don't know. Car's forever looking forward. If, of course, you potentially might make contact with something, it's not only going to alert you via a sound, it's also going to sometimes engage the brake on your behalf as well. All right, so you're going to love that safety feature. It's absolutely thrilling. Now, the rest of these features pretty much speak for themselves. All right, as I said before, the presentation's immaculate. Color contrast along the front is brilliant. Chrome finished Toyota badge along the front. Finance options we're going to talk about a little bit later. We'll get to that later. I think next up, and lastly for the front, we'll talk about your headlights. Two things. Number one, automatic. Okay, somehow they sense the darkness and can turn on. You don't need to manually do it. And secondly, they have the auto high beam dip feature. All right, so it's going to sense oncoming traffic when you've got your high beams on and dip them down to avoid distracting the other drivers. Okay, you don't need to panic and find the switch and do it yourself. All right, time now to take you down the left-hand side of the car. Let's start off by zooming in on that 18-inch alloy rim. That here can probably come off with a little bit of polish or something. But guys, for the most part, the rim is absolutely fantastic. Now, alloy rims are much lighter in weight in comparison to steel rims. So the car's probably carrying around 20, 30, maybe 40 less kilos as it would otherwise. Also, notice your guard perimeter plate around the wheel. Okay, any debris flicking up that could potentially damage your car, it's going to hit this first, and if this gets damaged, that's very easily replaceable. You want that, okay? Bit of a mud guard along the side here. Now let's continue down. First up, check out the perimeter chrome finish along the perimeter of your windows. Next up, the tints, okay? You notice it's a little bit darker along the back two windows than it is on the front. That's because we call this is privacy glass, and we call it privacy glass for two reasons. Number one, it gives you a bit of privacy, right? And security to whatever is happening in the back seat. Secondly, less sunlight is going to pierce the car, meaning it's not going to heat up as much as it would without it when you've parked your car in the sun all day, all right? There's nothing worse than jumping in your car and it's just an oven. Next up is your side mirrors, guys. They are powered, electronically adjustable. Here is a chrome finish with a side indicator light as well. Aside from that, guys, tiny little bumps about the place, guys. Very, very tiny. We point that out to you because these aren't car sales videos, buy the car. This is a car explanation video, right? We just show you what the car is, so you guys know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Now let's continue down. Another tiny little something there. Continuing down to our back left-hand tyre, all right? Alloys hold up really well in wet weather. They're not going to rust, they're not going to stain. Your fuel cap's on the left-hand side too. All right, our wraparound brake light is taking us to the rear. From the top to the bottom, then we'll jump inside. We have a spoiler feature. There's your reverse and brake light there. Somewhere tucked away in here is a water jet that's going to partner up with your back windscreen wiper to clear off any dust. Demisting strips are installed. Privacy glass. Chrome. Warranty we'll talk about later. Reverse parking sensors, you've got one in the very far corners of the vehicle too, which is what you want, but four sensors along the back. A little bit of bumps that it's copped along here, be mindful of that. Tow ball, your spare wheel is it under here? Yeah, it is. It's got a plastic cover protecting the spare wheel here. but that's tucked away there. Okay, reverse camera as well. I almost missed it, but I mean, what car these days doesn't have a reverse camera? Okay, now there's a lot to go through here in your boot space. First up, just check out how spacious it is. Plenty of room in here for all of your knickknacks. Next up, you're probably noticing the rubber floor mat, okay? Heavy duty rubber floor mat. If you're carting around cargo that could, potentially damage the vehicle, well, this is going to provide some protection, okay? Next up, you might be wondering what this is. It's a retractable cargo cover, all right? So I pull it this way, try and place it correctly into its holsters, which I'm having a bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. Nailed it. There you go. Once again, providing some security to any valuables you might happen to have in the back here. They do get stuck on the seat belts though, and you might be like, well, seat belts, what are the seat belts doing in the back here? Well, that's because we've got seat 6 and 7 right here. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and lift that up. That's enough to showcase that they do exist. And we've got some drink holders, cup holders on the left and right hand side. And the last thing I needed to tell you was we do have, how convenient is this? A light to the right hand side. You can lift up this floor here, and beneath is, what have we got here? The toolkit to swap over your spare tyre. Some other knickknacks over there. Okay, and that's going to do us. That's going to do us for the boot space, my friends. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was informative. All right, now let's take you down the right-hand side. We're at the tail end of the video. Oh, sorry, the second half of the video, I should say. Now, don't forget about your guard plates along the perimeter of your wheel. ABS brakes are installed in this car as well. That means your wheels aren't going to skid when you're in an emergency scenario. You've got to slam on the brake, okay? Time now to take you inside. We have a leather finish, partial cloth interior, power windows. Let's jump inside. What's going to stand out immediately is no doubt the armrest and the drink holders. The seats themselves are made from the couch material, right? Just feels like you're sitting on a couch at home. Along the floor is a carpet floor mat, and on the back of the center console is its own air conditioning unit. That's separate from the front, okay? You can have your own temperature. Oh, and I've just noticed as well some storage on the back of the driver and passenger seats. Okay, let's take you in the front. Don't forget about your interior. Power windows, your front passenger and your windows are automatic. It means you don't need to hold your finger down, you just press it once. Electronic side mirror adjustments. Let's take you inside. Okay, that's your automatic lights. This here is to turn off and on your parking sensors, okay? Sometimes the beeping can get frustrating, so you can turn that off. Moving on to your steering wheel, leather, really nice to the touch. To the right-hand side, you've got some menu controls. Up, down, left, right, select. And down here, 2 features. This one I've spoken about earlier, that's your collision mitigation. To the the left-hand side here, this button here is what we call lane departure, and I'll spend 30 seconds describing that. The camera that I mentioned about earlier will also pick up the lines on the road that create the lane in which you drive within. If you happen to not be paying attention and for some reason you're veering outside of the lane, this technology here will jerk your steering wheel left and right ever so slightly to just position you back into the center of the lane. Crazy safety feature, you're gonna love it. Moving on, to the left-hand side is your volume control, station control. Looks like there's a couple of phone controls in there as well. All right, I'm now on this side, going to take you through your central features. From the top, we've got a leather dashboard. Really nice finish along here. Along the top here, that's just a clock up there. You change the hour and the minute, Bob's your uncle. Dropping down, we got a CD player. I love a well-presented multimedia system here, my friends. Okay, now hook your phone up into the system and access all the compatible apps. Think phone, text messaging, music streaming services, you name it. Next up is your air conditioning controls, all the usual suspects there, okay? If we drop down here, you'll just see plenty of space for a lot of storage, okay? Even some for the passenger directly in front. There's even like a divider. You can take that out to remove the divider, or you can install it back in, and that's just going to keep things in place. It's going to stop them from rolling around. All right, down here is a snow version for your, I don't know, if you're going off-road, and then traction control there. Okay, look, we've got a beautiful chrome finish around our jumbo-sized drink holders. Leather gear stick. All right, your center console, all leather, doubles as an armrest. Can be a little bit tricky to get the right position there to place that down, as well as the top here. Anyway, I made it work. Look at that. Guys, there's so much space in there for all your necessities. For all your knickknacks, you can fit... That's about the size of an esky in there. You can fit two six-packs in there. This that I pulled out is what I call the necessity tray. Your wallet, your keys, your phone go in here, and that sits along the top. Great. Move that to the front for you. All right, let's close that up. Look at that. And continue our tour. Moving on to our glove box. Inside is the KLUGER wallet. Inside the KLUGER wallet is the service history, the owner's manual, KLUGER Highland owner's manual, and on this side, what have we got here? The navigation and the multimedia owner's manual. So that's going to teach you all about the features up there. Okay, let's tuck that away. Move on to your service history, and just show you a bit of what's been going on. Not in too much detail, but just to showcase to you that first service at 14,000 Ks in 2018, and then just look at the amount of services it's had since. Okay, what's that? 4, 5, 6. There you go. Awesome. Oh, this might be another one here along the back. Yep, it's a different date, 19th of April 2021. So there you go, Bob's your uncle. That was only 2 weeks ago. Yeah, just under 2 weeks ago. Cool. In addition to that, to give you as much peace of mind as possible, all of the cars in this yard go through a 100-point safety inspection checklist, okay? 100 points to tick off on the list to make sure they're up to a moral, legal, and safe standard. All right, 2 thumbs up, let's move on. Hey, speaking of, here's a customer satisfaction checklist, and all of the ticks are on the green, all right? So, I don't know what that's for. Is it like a test drive? They do it after a test drive? Who knows? All right, sun visor with a mirror and a light. Moving on here to your roof storage. I'll tell you what, let's start from here. Press that down. Roof storage here for maybe a pair of sunnies. If you press it up a little bit, you can clearly see this mirror. If you've got some, I don't know, that's just to keep an eye on the kids in the back seat, all right? If they're mucking about, if they're playing funny buggers, you can keep an eye on them, make sure they're doing the right thing. Okay, next up, your rear view mirror, anti-glare, someone with bright headlights behind you, that's just going to lessen the bright reflection in your eyes, and we're done. We're done for the interior tour. Don't forget about your seats, guys. The couch material, super comfortable. And along the floor, carpet floor mats. They're going to make for cleaning your vehicle super easy, all right? Tell you what, I'll give you an example right now. So let's move that way, that this way. Pick up your floor mat. Look, a little bit of sand and stuff. Look, clean. Put it back in. Clean car. Perfect. What more can you ask for? Okay. Let's check out our last wheel while I prepare your hood. Get this going. Lock that in place. Awesome. Okay, now I'll step out of your way, get a good view into your engine bay. I'll list off some features here. Now, we're looking at 64,000 Ks on the clock. Sports auto transmission. It takes unleaded fuel, it's a front wheel drive, and that engine you're looking at holds 3.5 litres. Ocal docal, my focal. Let's pop that down, drop it off, close her up, and wrap up our video. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. We hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you got enough of a demonstration here as to want to make a decision and perhaps taking it for a test drive. Who knows? 2 things I've got to tell you as we wrap up. Number 1, warranty is available upon the car. If you think the car might be for you, get the warranty that goes with it, guys. Just give yourself that peace of mind and alleviate yourself of any potential headaches you might face in future. Secondly, finance. If you're going to finance the vehicle, let me prepare you. Eddie, our finance guy, is a legend. He's going to hook you up, he'll look after you, and he'll get the finance sorted with all the banks super quick. He's a master. And that's going to do us. If you think this car might be for you, book in a test drive, take it down to Fremantle and back and see how you feel. That's us done for the day, guys. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. We'll hear from you soon.